Ladies, we are here tonight on the show. And tonight on the show, I want to talk about Antonio Brown. So last night I was here saying should get suspended or even released. And what happened? He actually ends up asking for the release. Now, the Raiders actually decided to take away the $30 million, and I think they made his contract weekly. You know, we're just going to pay you weekly. And he got obviously mad because he lost $30 million. And he owed up to $200,015 of fines. He owned a lot of money. He owned almost $250,000 of just fines because of all the shit he's done. So he asked for his release. The Raiders gave it to him. And everybody's freaking out because he's going, oh my Lord, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen now? And what happens, what everybody's is saying that's going to happen, he ends up going to New England. And now everybody's freaking out because they're going to be unstoppable. I'm like, wait a minute. Everybody's saying that it's going to work out. I'm not saying it's going to. It might work out. It might work out. But how did Chad Johnson work out? Not very good. The guy couldn't even learn the plays. They didn't fit the system. And after 1 year on a limited basis, he hardly played. Was gone. Randy Moss, yeah, first year, undefeated. Broke the touchdown record with 23. But after that, what happened? By year 3, they had to trade him during the season. Not after the season, during the season. They told him, Randy, cut your hair. We don't like the way you look. We want you to shave your beard. He said, nope. And then he turned around a few days later and he told Tom Brady, you look like a girl. He told Tom Brady that he looked like a girl. He became a huge problem. They remember they traded him to Minnesota in the middle of the season, like in week 7, because they just couldn't handle it anymore. So, and then Josh Gordon, they're still trying to work on that one. They didn't, Reggie Wayne, didn't he retire 3 weeks in because he didn't like to play for them? He thought it was a military. There's history other than that year with Randy Moss, that 1 year in 2007 when they went to the Super Bowl. These kind of players have not done that well in New England. Chad Johnson failed completely. Randy Moss couldn't even make it through season number 3 before he ended up getting traded in the middle of the season to Minnesota. Josh Gordon got suspended already. He hasn't even been there for a full year. Reggie Wayne, into 3 weeks into it in training camp, he said, "I'm out. This is like a military." I'm not saying it's not going to work out, but the notion that people are freaking out that it's going to work out and all of a sudden he's going to be a good citizen, it's like, do people have not seen the history of, other than that 2007 with Randy Orton, with Randy Orton, what the fuck am I smoking? With Randy Moss, it has not gone that well with these big star diva wide receivers in New England either. We'll see what happens. On paper, they look fantastic. They got Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown, Julian Edelman, Demaryius Thomas. They look fantastic on paper. Sony Michel, Tom Brady. They look fantastic. But you got two divas out there. You got two troublemakers. On one side, you got Antonio Brown. On the other side, you got Josh Gordon. Chad Johnson was a huge problem. Josh Gordon last year got suspended. Couldn't finish the season. Now, I don't think that even if these two guys get suspended and can't fit or get released or whatever, traded, there's still a possibility this team, because of how great they are, with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, can still find themselves in the Super Bowl. I can honestly see both Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown getting suspended and somehow they still end up in the Super Bowl. Just because I'm saying that possibly both Josh Gordon and Antonio Brown could fail, don't get it mixed. I still got the Patriots coming out of the AFC and winning and going to the Super Bowl. I need to see how this all works out. You got a lot of talent, but you also got a lot of divas, a lot of troublemakers. But I still got New England in the Super Bowl no matter what, coming out of the AFC. But as far as these two clowns, I want to see how it works out. Last year, Josh Gordon didn't make it through the season. Chad Johnson could never really get going. He was there on limited basis because he couldn't figure out the system. Reggie Wayne didn't make it out of training camp. Star receivers in New England have not done that well. Other than that 1 year in 2007, Randy Moss, they haven't done that well, ladies. So stop freaking out, sit back, let's see how this shit goes. Until next time, I'm out like a light.